The revolutionary plugin, born from decades of film and photography experience, started as a mere Photoshop action in 2014. Since then, Dehancer has evolved into a powerhouse for film emulation, for digital and even film workflows, with tools across Adobe, DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut. So what began as essentially a passion project has grown into a professional-grade, analog-inspired beast. So, for those of you who haven't heard of Dehancer, where have you been? In its most basic form, Dehancer allows realistic film profiles to be applied to digital workflows. In our case, Premiere Pro. Once the plugin is installed, the Dehancer suite is applied onto an adjustment layer in the usual way. And straight away, this is where we get our first hint that this plugin is more than just grain. Looking to the Effects Controls panel, we see a wide range of tabs for adjusting the film profile, including film grain, bloom, halation, film damage, overscan, gate weave, and tons more. As a point of reference, here we're using some naturally lit ProRes Quad 4 footage as our test subject, but later we'll throw some more challenging XAVCS footage into the mix. Now, despite the lackluster GUI, Dehancer more than makes up for it with its functionality, kicking things off with almost granular input control. The huge array of camera profiles is certainly impressive, with well over 100 listed from Sony, Red, Parry, and even Apple. But what is more impressive is if a camera isn't listed, Dehancer gives the option to use a predefined colour standard such as Rec 709. You'll just need to apply any usual conversion LUTs beforehand. Now, Dehancer's crown jewel, the film profiles. And wow, what a selection! With over 60 profiles emulating Kodak, Fuji, Ilford, and even CineStill, it's hard to imagine not finding a stock perfect for a project. The full list can be found on Dehancer's website, and believe us when we say it's extensive. Here we also see an option to adjust push-pull. Now, we won't get into the nitty-gritty of the traditional push-pull method, but simply put, moving the slider to the left, negative values, simulates the effect of underexposing film. Moving the slider to the right, positive values, gradually applies the overexposed film effect. Neat! These are the two starting points that almost any Dehancer workflow will begin with. But why let the fun stop there? Let's do some more tinkering. We found ourselves mostly adjusting and experimenting with the bloom, halation, and grain settings. The grain setting really is where the magic happens. Dehancer offers grain emulation in 8, 16, 35, and 65mm, each at 3 different ISO values, as well as a fully customizable option. Now, Dehancer claims to reconstruct the shot using the local colour and brightness characteristics along with a complex physical modelling of a film emulation. And this really does seem to be the case. When compared to generic film stock overlays, the Dehancer footage seems more lifelike, with accuracy throughout the tonal range and, well, a more natural looking grain. Honestly, we could dedicate a whole video to just the grain emulation, it really is that good. But we'll move on to halation. In the traditional sense, halation is a film emulsion effect that appears as red-orange halos around bright light sources and high contrast edges. And for this purpose, Dehancer simulates this incredibly well. Following the same layout, the halation tab offers 16 different profiles, this time adding a no remjet option. And again, offering a fully customizable option to really dial in the look. Now, we're no means film experts or emulation gurus, but subjectively, this method of halation feels really organic. And with such granular control in the custom menu, shot-to-shot matching is almost trivial. Finally, the fan favourite, bloom. This setting inherits a lot of the common controls found in the halation tab, including the fully customizable profile with 8 through to 65mm film presets. But the way the bloom is generated in Dehancer really stands out. Mimicking natural bloom found in film, Dehancer appears only around light sources, rather than relying on generic optical softening effects, which are global. This means no tedious masking or tidying up the shot, the bloom is accurate straight out of the box. Accurate film emulation has always been a pursuit for digital filmmakers, and Dehancer takes us one step closer to that sweet, sweet film look that we all desire. The balance of simplicity and the advanced features makes it accessible to novices, while giving seasoned pros the ultimate depth of control. And while the GUI could benefit from a more modern facelift, the performance more than makes up for it. And let's not forget, Dehancer's journey is far from over, and they certainly have the filmmaking community excited for more. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.